referendum. It's time for a change. As a Green Party member, I would like to say we need to address this election with the ABC principle: anyone but Conservative.
Thank you. Sajid. I would say, first of all, when you're choosing your MP, you're looking for, most people say you look for two things. First, you're looking for a local champion. I've been the MP, I've had that privilege for 7 years. And that local champion, you put party politics aside. Once you're the MP, you serve all your constituents in the best way you can, including those issues that have got nothing to do with politics, can be personal issues or personal problems. I've done that now for those years through my surgeries, my street surgeries, my house meetings, my supermarket surgeries, obviously through the letters and the communications, and that's something I would continue to do tirelessly. You also, of course, are choosing someone that will work in the national interest. We've had a big, healthy debate here today, but it's beyond doubt that what's in our national interest is that we must keep our economy strong so we can fund all those public services that we've talked about today, all the ones that are important to us. That means getting Brexit right. That means being pro-business and supporting businesses, not increasing taxes on them or regulations, but letting them generate jobs, which then people pay taxes, which creates this virtuous circle that can fund for those services. So you've got a clear choice at this election. It's Theresa May, that government in the national interest, or it's Jeremy Corbyn and that coalition of chaos. And finally, I do agree with one thing on SPOS. I've just found one this afternoon, which is ABC, anyone but Corbyn.
Congratulations, Ed, on a wonderful way. I just say thank you for turning up, unlike your leader. The decision to leave the single market will cause a 200 billion hole. When Sajid talks about a strong economy to fund our public services, right, but they are blowing a 200 billion hole in the side of good ship Britain. Unfortunately, Labour are on the same side. They too wish to leave the single market. And therefore you actually do have a very serious choice about how things will work. That's what Jeremy Corbyn was asked last night, and he refused to say it's any other way. I believe the single market allows us to maintain and grow our economy. I set out a goal to double our trade with the EU. When I hear the Conservatives talking about when we tear up these 52 trade agreements through the EU, or 759 agreements worldwide, which they reported in the FT last week, when I hear that, I hear the Tories say, it's okay, we can replace them. What does that mean? It means zero growth. We were asked the question about why the economy feels more hollowed out, more rusted and more busted than anyone in Westminster is telling us. I tell you, because we have zero growth on zero growth. We have had 7, 8, 9 years of no growth. And as Sajid said, if we leave the single market, we will have a lost decade. We've had year one, you're £500 worse off. 672 if you use the Bank of England. 1,000 if you use the Independent. How much do we want to pay for a hard Brexit? It isn't necessary. We can leave the institutions of the European Union and actually forge a partnership based on the single market. If you vote for the Liberal Democrats, you'll be voting for the future of our country. I believe that we have a bright future here. I believe in the talent in this room, in this town, and across Bromsgrove. I believe that we can forge a middle ground and move forward together. Let's change Britain's future.
Well, thank you, and final comment from Michael, please.
Thank you. As a teacher, as a counsellor, and as a campaigner, I've stood by and stood up for everyone in this town who's asked for my help. This is a wonderful constituency, but it's been neglected for too long. The Labour Party offers you a manifesto that would return the investment, health, social care, infrastructure, education that this town so desperately needs. I offer the constituency my hard work, my loyalty, my commitment. I believe in the people of Bromsgrove, and I simply ask you to look up me on the internet or in the local papers and believe in me too. We have nothing to gain in Bromsgrove from re-electing a Conservative government or a Conservative MP, and everything to gain from electing a Labour government and myself as MP. And I also want to say this, despite all this disagreement, I have disagreements with everyone in all 4 people, but we also have a lot in common. I was really proud to stand with Neil at Bromsgrove's Memorial to Manchester. I saw Sajid speaking in Catshill, and he spoke up with pride about Britain's foreign aid, and that was fantastic. And over a coffee, Spos and I found much in common with our outlook on education. And sure, we make these little digs, and very occasionally, and I'm guilty of it too, we overstep the mark. But I make you this promise, whoever wins this election, if it's not me, you have my full cooperation to serve the people of Bromsgrove. When this election is over, no matter what the results, I will still be here. Thank you.